You have the story of God creating the world, creating plants and trees and fruit and everything, and creating human beings and putting them in the garden to look after the garden. It says that was their responsibility.
In Buddhism, with regard to the contemporary environment issue, but through so-called reinterpretation or so-called hermeneutic, we can reinterpret Buddhist doctrine or practice and to apply it for this kind of modern this environment issues.
The Holy Book Quran always quote, the best man is like a best tree. The tree has a great role in the environment.
Well, my holy book is the environment, actually, and I follow a nature-based tradition, so holy book and environment are one and the same.
Islam has forbidden the believer not to raise the hand over women, over children, over the trees. They should not cut the trees, even in state of war, because tree is giving benefit irrespective of religion and faith, everyone.
It's the idea of manifest deity, which means deity or God that manifests in the physical world, and so the rock and the wave and the cockroach and this plant and you and me, all of this is part of God, and God is part of that.
Such as dependent origination, the cause and effect, the unity, the oneness of man and nature, and also called human rights and animal rights. That means non-killing for animals. So all this kind of doctrine, through this kind of reinterpretation or hermeneutic understanding, we can apply this to this so-called contemporary environment issues, and yes, to some contribute to this environment change. Yeah.
Jesus said, love your neighbour. If our global neighbours are threatened by the environmental change, then we should be showing our love for them by cutting down on the consumption and the waste that causes that.
Well, I think a lot of faith traditions have separated out the person from the environment, whether it's as the keeper of the environment or of nature or of the garden, or it's to have dominion and power over it. And in either case, it's a false distinction. We don't go and visit nature. We are nature as much as that cockroach, actually. So in separating it out, I think people then can't make the connection between their faith and nature.
The Anglican Church of Hong Kong is starting a recycling project which will involve the 60 or so Anglican parishes, over 100 Anglican schools, over 200 Anglican social welfare units. And there's a recycling project starting in October, which is going to be recycling paper, recycling electrical equipment, recycling clothes. We're doing that in partnership with the Salvation Army.
A lot of activities have been organized by Buddhist organizations. For example, Foguanshan in Taiwan, they regularly carry out some kind of, for example, recycling practice, and also do some campaign to enlighten people how to protect our earth, and especially to educate the people to be aware of these environment issues.
We gather the used books and cloth, we collect. We in the mosque, also in Pakistan Association, he's the president of Pakistan Association. Many times he arranged the collection of the things and to reuse for the needy people.
Personally, I spend a lot of time meditating in nature. It's a daily practice, and that I see as a spiritual practice. And so that's not just going for a hike, but actually seeing nature as God and communing with nature in that spiritual sense.
And all the religion, this is, I consider it is just like the different flowers of the world, and it is the beauty of the world.
We are human beings. We are, as human beings, this is a common problem for all human beings. Although we have different ultimate concern, we have different faith, we have different practice, but we have this one earth.
This is something on which I think all faith traditions can agree.
Here in Hong Kong, I'm a member of the Hong Kong Interfaith Network, which brings together people of different religions: Buddhists, Christians, Jews, Hindus, Muslims, Taoists, and others.
Different religious practitioners can come together and try to find some kind of solutions from their holy books or histories, make a common effort to solve this problem. I think that can be done, and it certainly will be very effective.
Fruit is not only for one person, it is for everyone. The shade is not for one person, it is for everyone. Ta'alaw ila kalimatin. You come together and stand together on a common point.